Alright, welcome back, people. How have you been? How have you been? Sorry that I'm a bit late. More or less it's okay. Welcome back, guys, to day number 3 of Metaphysical analysis of Star Wars: The Old Republic. Indeed, we've already analyzed the comparisons, the direct comparisons with the direct comparisons with Dungeons & Dragons 3.5 season that we are playing with Drakensang 1 the Dark Eye. Sorry that I'm a bit late. It's not that I'm late, it's that you have no idea how much time I spend properly adjusting the audio for the stream because, as I always say, Streamlabs and Twitch still don't support they still don't support multi-streaming, surround sound. So it's actually not that I'm late, it's that I adjust the audio. I spend a lot of time adjusting the audio. Alright, as you can see, I've removed my animated background and everything. So we have the best performance. And that should be it. Alright, there we go. What's this? Watch your razor to earn drops, whatever that shit might be. I think it's that you get some items in game. Well, doesn't matter. We're here for the gameplay mechanics, people, and last time we've already analyzed that comparison between 3.5 Dungeons & Dragons system and 4.0. Today I wanted to pay attention and analyze, of course, a very, very important feature, which is the unique feature that makes this game, as I've said several times, with the objective reasons that I'll provide you, the best game of all time. Of course, I know that most of you think otherwise, no worries about that. But precisely the the marriage between storytelling, the combination of storytelling, of unique storytelling that this game has, BioWare style, with the mmorpg mechanics is one of the things that make this game pretty much unique in that sense. Okay, let me adjust the title and the category and everything there. Let me put the stream on performance mode. There we go. There we go, everything seems to be working. Sorry for the 3 minutes, people there, but I needed to properly adjust the game. And here we go. So last time we left at Rishi. We finished the whole Shadow of Revan prelude. Remember, we are doing the expansion, people, that I never played back in 2015 when I stopped playing. And last time we did the prelude of the Shadow of Revan. That involved doing 3... Oh, that was fast. That rendering was fast. Okay, as you can see, we'll play with the soundtrack very low in the background because apparently, as I suspected initially, the in-game soundtrack of the game is not copyrighted. Fortunately, it's not fucking copyrighted. So we left there, right at that tavern, correct? Yes. Let me summon my armored coastal Varactyl. In case you are wondering, I use this guy because it's technically from Belsavis. They are original from Belsavis, this species. It should be here, right? The tavern, the cantina that we were looking for was over there. God damn it. Today the game engine is lagging. What's going on? There we go. So here, mounts are not allowed here. You will be dismounted. Of course. There we go. Well, I mean, yeah, this is because of the shitty hero engine that they used for the game. Pretty much the
weapons charged.
Pretty much the shit engine that they decided to go with back in 2011. It's pretty much the only flaw of the game. But as I was mentioning, today we will explore that. Alright, we've arrived here. Everyone inside. Let's get into the story phase. So we finished the Shadow of Revan Prelude. We did the first we did 3 flashpoints. Then we did also Depths of Manan and the Battle of Rishi flashpoint, in which we killed the 2 traitors. We killed the 2 traitors that were behind the Revanite plot, and yeah, and basically because hey, look at that, the fog of the overworld applies to your character portrait. Nice. So we finished the 5 flashpoints. We finished the 5 flashpoints. The Tython incursion, Korriban defense, or whatever. Then the Depths of Manan, and then the Battle of Rishi. 4 of them. 4 flashpoints. And with that we finished the prelude. So we discovered the conspiracy of the Revanites, and we saw Revan. He bombarded the fleet, the Revan Reborn, and then we were contacted here by our allies Theron Shan and Lana Benico to sort this out. So after supposedly a lot of time passed, because the prelude was released first, and now we are getting into the expansion itself. For today, as I mentioned at the beginning, we'll analyze.
I hear you're looking for me, or someone who fits my description at least.
Think you just did that yourself, Goro? Hang on. You're not about to wreck my place again, are you? I'm still filling in blaster holes.
Alright, people, you listen to the beautiful original soundtrack of the game. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Oh, a pirate. So you listen to the original soundtrack from the original release of the game from back in 2011, instead of the modern stuff that they did, which was just injecting original Star Wars soundtrack from the movies. See? It's from the original game.
No, this won't be a challenge at all. Not for me.
The Howling Tempest gang? I don't know what's this shitty pirate stuff about, but as a Sith Lord, I'm killing them all.
Last chance to back out before you've made a huge mistake, Goro.
Welcome to Rishi. Okay. It'll be my pleasure. I think a Force Storm should be enough. Indeed. Well, now that everyone is dead, what are we here for? That's the spirit.
You know, a few blaster marks is one thing. Gives the place some charm. But this...
Address Cantina as a pirate, address Cantina as yourself. Yeah, I am not playing as a stupid pirate. I'm not playing as a stupid pirate. Fuck this.
You see before you a Dark Counselor of the Sith Empire.
Indeed.
I should demand that you kneel.
Now that was a
All
straightforward.
I ask is that you give me the information I seek. Who is responsible for this ludicrous charade?
Everyone's talking about you. Couldn't tell you how it all got started, but I can tell you who gave Goro the idea to come after you.
Don't do it, Karina. You know what Margok would say about ratting out a resident?
If Margok ever pays the tab all you Nova Blades have run up, then maybe I'll start to care what he thinks. Guy you want is Kai Zyken, leader of the Corellian-run scoundrels. A real gem. Goro said Zykan owes you a pile of credits. He hired Goro to take you out for a fraction of what it would cost to pay you.
Where do I find him?
Beats me. It's not like I hang out with the guy. Ask Zykan's crew. They're all over Raiders Cove. Like stink flies.
I'm going to assume you're telling the truth. If I have to come back here, it won't be pleasant for you.
Indeed
As
it
opposed to
was.
all the pleasantness of this visit, right? Hey, I told you what I know. Best I can do.
Okay, okay, if you say so.
See ya, Goro. Hope your brother doesn't decide this was my fault.
Stupid pirates, I hate pirates, I despise. Ah, must select one reward. As far as I can tell, they are just two outdated lightsabers. So it shouldn't be a problem.
Statement. I have no information for you, Master. Shall we continue liquidating the undesirables?
Indeed we will. Give me whatever, I don't care. Objective advancement increase reputation. With the people of... Ah, right, I had a boost to that to that sheet. I had a reputation boost. Adds 15 charges of reputation boost for 24 hours. Each reputation trophy will consume 1 charge. Okay. Let's activate that shit. Reputation boost, 24 hours. Okay. To make this even faster and smoother, I created an advanced polybiotic versatile steam, which is more powerful than the one that I was using previously, because as you can see, it adds 240 mastery and 99 power, and lasts much more. And this one was my previous version. I craft this is part of the crafting system of the game. As you can see, it gives me a bit less power. So let me replace that one with this one. Besides, it lasts for 8 hours, and we'll make use of it. You have to reverse engineer the... It's basically like this. You reverse engineer the blue ones through here. This is stupid. I never been to this planet when I originally played the game. Ah, look at that. I have some mail here. Oh, that is weird. Ah, meditation. Yeah, it's about a companion of the game. Oh, alright, it gives you some materials. Okay. Now, let's see. Let's follow the storyline. Question Corellian ran scoundrels. What's this shit? I don't think it's this one because this one.
I'm looking for someone.
Just don't hurt me!
That was easy and fast. Yes, as you can see, a lot of in this game, Dark Council members solve a lot of things through violence. Like old school cartoons from the 90s that they would just grab a hammer and smack each other. I miss that humor. I miss that humor. I miss that. The Looney Tunes, for example. Okay, people, as I was mentioning, for today I wanted to analyze precisely what you'll be looking at for the whole time, which is the storyline of the game. How this game effectively is the only MMORPG that combines BioWare's style of storytelling with MMORPG mechanics and the fetch quests and everything. Alright, as you can see...
Well, look at this, scoundrels! A visit from...
It's like a single player RPG in that sense.
Dziwiska ty dziska czuska.
I was making a dramatic pause, Tomoda. I know it's the hurling tempest. Kaizaiken.
It's
I'm
something
sure
much
you've heard
worse.
my name, most commonly accompanied by a longing sigh from one of my former conquests. Now here's the deal. The Corellian-run scoundrels may owe you a debt, but it's not coming out of my hide. Take it up with accounting.
So they added a flirt option for every single stupid conversation ever. I am sure that these weren't in the original release of the game. So this is what the DEI writers with Kathleen Kennedy and Anita Sarkeesian at the head of the storm, at the head of the of the battleship, I guess, of the charge, did to this game. So they kidnapped Star Wars, and they also did this to one of the most legendary franchises. Nice. So now every single stupid irrelevant NPC to the store you can flirt with. This is absolutely pathetic. That they spent their money on this, just like with the rest of your taxes, people. When a socialist state gets into power, they spend the money on this shit instead of fixing society. It's socialism 101. Okay, let's see what else we have. You pay. I'm not a pirate. I'm
I
the
don't
only.
know where everyone got the idea
All
that
right,
I belong to someone.
same
I'm
story.
sick of hearing it.
They think I'm part
You're
of the.
saying you're not, but that doesn't. Oh, you're just trying to confuse me.
Yakin Baba.
What? Was that a slam? Did you just slam me?
Wana otaka joka hata bawa. Tabamba ulya.
Okay, all right. Listen, we can't pay. The freedom to operate in Raiders Cove isn't exactly free.
I don't care about
After
your
the
pirate
Nova
shit.
Blades take their cut, we're tapped. Not before you get an itch. I do have something of value. Something I know you want.
Quit stalling and start talking.
I record all my holocalls, and that includes the one that warned me you were coming to Rishi. I'll show it to you. Tomoda, get my data pad.
Lugusa no be chunky. Fakota ji oto endiha.
Oh, that's bad, Tomoda. That's bad.
Hokuto chuska no iku chusa. Yumata chipontata.
Oh, right. Yes, thank you, Tomoda. I knew there was a reason I kept you around. Here, you could find and unlock the case with this tracer, and you could even keep the data pad. How's that?
How about you go find the data pad you lost and bring it to me?
Hey, good idea. Why don't I go ahead and, do that?
Unaponga wa uni kupa. Tomti tok makitogi.
Oh, like you wouldn't do the same.
I think we should just kill both of them. They are
Never mind,
pirates.
I'll find it myself.
Oh, boring.
I hope you tell your Howling Teapot gang we're even now.
Ida chapawa.
Right, that's what I said.
I would just bring a squad of Imperial soldiers and kill and kill all of these filthy pirates. That gave me reputation. Yeah, I gained. Oh, look at that! It went down to 14. That means it's working. It's giving me extra reputation. Good, good. All right, this is an achievement that I'm looking to complete. It'll be there, and here I have other quests from events and etc. Ignore them, people. It just they won't bother you. They'll just be there. Right. I would just bring a squad of Imperial Imperial snipers and kill all of these filthy pirates, playing the idiot and causing trouble to the galactic roots. Yes, people, I am all in always for official solutions. I don't like cover, ops, stories, incognito missions, and etc. like this. But well. So, pretty straightforward. Huh? Follow that monkey. Follow the monkey lizard. It led me to you.
Hey, he's with me.
Recovered the data pad. What? It's full of those little shits. Oh god, I mean, yeah, I see. It's a so they designed a troll quest. They designed the shitty troll quest.
Hey, he's with me.
You'll leave us be if you know what's good for you.
This one. This one doesn't even talk. This one? Oh yes, combat state. Good.
Make a mark.
Going down.
Nothing personal.
I feel bad for you. There we go. That was easy. Now, let me see if we'll connect the datapad to a hollow terminal. There. That was easy. Ah, there was another one there. Oh well, no matter. So they designed kind of like a troll quest for this shit.
Greetings.
Ain't that one, Lena?
The Howling Tempest Gang is one of the galaxy's most feared pirate associations. They have just now set their sights on Rishi. As you know, the Corellian-run scoundrels owe the Howling Tempest Gang a great
That was a force
There is no telling
manipulation
when you are discovered.
there with the hand.
I suggest you herald the gang's arrival to draw unwanted attention on them. I'm dispatching several droids across Raiders Cove to do the same. Or you could do nothing and suffer the consequences. The choice is yours.
Interesting. Interesting. Alright. Yeah, stupid reputation, etc, etc. Oh, damn it. Well, yes. Guess I better do this on stream with all of you people than do it on my own. It's way too stupid. I'd rather be killing. Now you can see why I'd rather be killing players. But no, it gets better. The storyline gets better once we get to see Revan and everything. If I remember correctly, it gets much better. So, apparently I need to find what exactly. The droids. Speak to a crier droid? What's a crier droid? So well, at least I can share you what the expansion is with the full details. As you can see, this is something that you don't see in every MMORPG. In fact, it's unique to this. That one? That's not a droid. What's a crier droid? What's a stupid crier droid? I think it's not through here. But as you can see, something unique. Something very unique. Because most MMORPGs, and this leads me to the topic of analysis of today, have the fetch quest structure. Because, and the first huge difference that this game has, besides the obvious legendary BioWare storytelling that the game has, is that it's full voiced. Is that it's full voiced, and MMORPGs generally aren't. They generally aren't full voiced. In fact, I think this is the only one that is full voiced. Okay, what's wrong with this? Don't lag. Don't lag with me. This one? Is this a crier droid or what? I don't think so. They're just some droids fighting there. Alright. I need to kill something. I need to kill something too. Sorry, people. I had to do it just to, you know, unload my rage of this stupid side quest. Okay, you got your troll quest. You got your troll quest. I think I have to enter the stupid buildings. God, I mean, the performance on this map because of the crappy hero engine is terrible. Don't worry, I promise that it doesn't happen in other maps. It's just this because they added that stupid fog that the hero engine could never handle. I remember that there were complaints back then. See that here, there's no problem because there's no stupid fog. Die you all. Darn it. No, that's where we came from. But the shitty quest says that it should be in here. That person is also looking for that shit, I bet. Stop and speak to a crier droid. What the fuck is a crier droid, people? What the fuck is that? Maybe I had to go to the back of the place. Go, damn it. That thing. There.
Kai's so scared he won't even go outside. It's the Howling Tempest Gang.
So, what? I just...
You'll know true fear when you cast your eyes upon the Howling Tempest Gang. Who has Kai Zykin so scared he won't even go outside? It's the Howling Tempest Gang. Be wary, people of Raiders Cove. The Howling Tempest Gang has come to Rishi. Be wary, people of Raiders Cove. The Howling Tempest Gang has come to Rishi.
And stop them. Maybe that stops them. Can I pull that thing? So what do? I just follow this shit? Okay. I'll follow this shit. What's this shit? That guy's
The
trained.
Howling Tempest Gang's a perilous pack of pirates whose prowess rivals that of the Nova Blades.
So? I think I stopped him. There we go. I think I did for both of us. Finally.
Greetings to you. Would you like to hear a true story about the legendary Howling Tempest Gang? Oh, I beg your pardon. I didn't realize it was you. How exciting. Such a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Whoever put you up to all this lied to you. I'm not who you think.
I thought my master told me everything, but I had no idea you were so modest. Why, in the time since your arrival, you have already defeated the illustrious Goro, brought fear to the Corellian-run scoundrels, and Carrota Corsairs. Even the Nova Blades have taken notice of you. My master would be most impressed.
I want to know who has you broadcasting these stories about me. Give me a name.
You may direct any and all questions to my master, as I have been authorized to arrange an introduction. Oh, do be careful in your travels. Legend or no, Goro's brother Grum is severely displeased as to Goro's fate.
Okay. Very well. I guess we can stop walking now. Guess we can stop walking like idiots now. There we go. So I was mentioning that I will use the Baractyl mount from now on, because it's kind of like correctly the canon. Because they are original from Belsavis, where the Dreadmasters come from. And in case you know, I have the Dreadmaster armor. So I'll do that. Yes, huge Star Wars nerd story, I guess. Okay, can we get over this stupid... Can we be done with this stupid... Hey, 12! I'm consuming a lot of... Well, at least I'm getting a lot of reputation with this stupid faction that I never cared about. Alright. Aha. Locate your benefactor. Let me guess. I could spot the eyes of Lana there. Remember from the previous stream, people? If you haven't been following the streams, check out the previous part. And there you will have precisely all of your answers. Okay, finally there. Personal face, okay. Story time again. As you can see, this is the only MMORPG that has this. I don't know that maybe this specific stupid quest. Well, I'm not going to say it has no quality because... Ah, the brother of the one that we just killed.
I'd let the meaning of that fact sink in a second before you act.
Terrible idea. Ah, yeah, right, because they think you're a pirate. They think you are a pirate. Instead of one of these stupid... Instead of a Dark Council member like this. Ah, you resisted one of the afflictions. Honorable pirates, look at that. No, I will kill you because I hate stupid pirates. Because I hate stupid pirates. Because I hate fucking criminals. And I would...
It's finished.
And I would purge this stupid planet of all of your filth. Sorry, people. I like official solutions only. Bring the whole Imperial fleet and bombarding this stupid planet. I hate incognito missions, as you can see. And pirate shit and this. Hi there, Lana. Can't say you surprised me.
Dark Lord, an honor as ever. And how fares the Dark Council?
Another stupid flirt option for you, because evidently a player of this game that tries to be a Sith Lord killing everything around will spend time flirting with every single irrelevant NPC character he stumbles upon. Clearly that's what's going to happen, Kathleen Kennedy and Anita Sarkeesian. Clearly that's going to happen, and then you wonder why the Democrats lost the previous election. Then you wonder that. Oh no, but they are blaming Generation C. In case you don't know, people, the people younger than 18 years, they are saying, oh, they are primed for a conservative takeover. Yeah, yeah. Never mind the fact that they have sadly lived miserable lives because of Obama's policies. Yes, let's ignore that. Let's ignore that fact, people. Okay.
No matter the obstacles we come to face, we endure.
Sure.
You're a confident one, I'll give you that.
Hello, Theron.
Is that a good hello or a bad one? Outside of Lana, I can never tell with you Imperial types.
Here you got another one. Here you got another one. Here you got another one, people. Let's make sure no one gets offended. No one should get offended. No one should get offended, because what other people think of you is very important. Clearly, we should ensure that no one gets fucking offended every 2 seconds.
Be grateful I'm working with you and leave it at that.
So definitely a good hello. Got it.
If we're to succeed here, we'll need to cooperate a great deal. I suggest we don't antagonize one another.
Yeah, okay. Well, in the spirit of cooperation, I'll get things rolling. The Revanites are here, on Rishi. That's why we led you here under false pretenses. They can't know we're onto them.
So much as fog in this planet.
We need you to go out there and make life hard for the Revanites' allies, the Nova Blades.
If the Revanites are operating out of Rishi, then it stands to reason their leader is here.
That's our suspicion too, but we can't say for sure just yet. From what we've been able to gather, the Revanites' agents in the Empire and Republic have been feeding the Nova Blades intel on ship activity. The Blades then use that intel to ambush military patrols and key shipping lanes on both sides. They're essentially remapping hyperroutes.
We should be taking the fight to the Order of Revan directly.
If we knew where on this planet they were situated, we would do just that.
Hate to admit it, but I haven't been able to remotely slice the Blades' computers. I have to have their security shut down.
The trouble is, we can't have any suspicion raised that our attack is related to the Revanites' activities.
So I'm meant to be some base pirate who has a beef with the Nova Blades.
Yeah, you've got it.
Now
exactly.
I see it.
Bust up their operations, get their attention, make yourself look legitimate, and then go for the throat.
We have a trusted source who's determined that the Nova Blades base, a wrecked ship called the Aggressor, contains their entire security apparatus.
I can't
That's our
believe it.
final target.
I cannot believe it. It took me 36 minutes to get through all of this pirate shit stuff.
And who might that be?
Someone you already know.
The Wookiee.
Two someones, if we're being precise.
We'll place you in range of the first Nova Blade target. That's where our source is waiting.
It really is
Okay.
good to see you again.
Been hiding out a long time. It's nice to see someone who isn't a complete stranger. Good luck out there.
Remember that.
May the Force serve you well.
Remember that there was they let a period of time pass between the prelude that we did on Thursday of last week and this, so it makes sense. All right, we're getting a lot of reputation at least. All right, it's helping me with then you can buy exclusive stuff with that shit. Okay, remember that with the original release there was a lot of time passed, some months, between the prelude that we did last time and this shit. Nowadays I think you don't get the prelude. Ah, yeah, you get it because we could do it. So first they released the prelude, and some months later they released this shit, which would be the Revan expansion itself, the Shadow of Revan expansion itself. Then we have Knights of the Fallen Empire and Knights of the Eternal Throne. Those I've heard. Knights of the Fallen Empire was the first major expansion of the game. This one was kind of like an intermediate one. So here they just try to make money with the name of Revan, basically. But well, it will be good to see him again, because I think on my sniper I got to a point more or less here, some shit like that. But in the meantime I was queuing for war zones, so honestly I don't remember shit. I think with my sniper I got that. I got to this point, no more. I didn't get out of this planet, I remember. That was back in 2014, I believe. So imagine. Okay, as I was mentioning to you people, this is one of the unique elements, and even if the story might be lame in some of the expansions, like with this pirate shit and etc., remember that this game has eight main stories for each of your characters. How we became members of the Dark Council in the case of the Sith Inquisitor, but also for the Juggernaut, for Juggernaut, no, the general class, for the warrior, for the Sith warrior, for the bounty hunter, for the I don't know, the Imperial agent, for all of them, and for the Jedi counterparts, you have all the origin stories, as they are called now. The original 8 stories of the game, without expansions. The game launched, that's why I say that it's 8 games in one. Hey, we're getting into the jungle. I can finally see things to kill. Remember that here it has level scaling. This is the best thing that they added since the beginning of the game, which is level scaling. That makes the whole game perfectly playable, and you get experience, and not in my case because I'm at my level cap, but
it's you. It's
still.
Really you. I can hardly believe my optical circuits.
Oh, you two again. You are the two best guys that the Prelude
Jakaro and D4. I was hoping I
game.
hadn't seen the last of you.
Welcome to Rishi, my lord. Not exactly the paradise we'd hoped it would be.
The bird
All bluster
ones.
aside, this planet's inhabitants are not to be trifled with. The Nova Blades in particular are a powerful and organized group. That is why we intend to depower and disorganize them by firing from Jakaro's ship on the targets of your choosing.
Why be
If
so?
we're using the ship, we could take out their entire depot.
If you are to be implicated as the perpetrator of these acts, you must be seen flagging their assets.
Yeah, true. If I just bombard the whole planet, we wouldn't be playing as pirates, I
I
guess.
thought you'd need it. We'll keep in touch.
Okay. Tag stupid weapon stockpiles. Okay. Forget that. I found something to kill for us. Found us something to kill. As you can see, I've revamped the rotation because like this, I can go back to Death Brand in a single course of a rotation. It's much more organized. Okay. We'll get to explore the planet. So you'll get firsthand the experience of what it means to explore a whole planet as I talk stupid facts about the game. Oh, look at that. That player doesn't want to notice them. He wants to slip past through them. I don't give a shit. I'm killing everything in my way. I'm sorry. That's just how I work. There you go. Now that player can get going without caring about these idiots. Huh. Anything else to kill? Come on. We've had enough of storyline. 36 minutes of a storyline is way too much for me, as you can see. This game. It's just because of how good the combat is. So as I was mentioning, it's unique. It's unique. The BioWare dialogue and morality system. Oh, you are not casting anything. That's whirlwind for you. It keeps them stunned for 60 minutes if you don't deal damage. As you can see there. Very, very useful. And now, we just simply release that thing and we kill it. It also has a small stun for weak enemies after it ends. Do they drop credits? No. I presume as much. Right. Let's see. Alright, so this is how you explore planets. The great part is unexplored as you get through it. That happens and you start exploring it. I bet players are probably trying to slipping past these guys. That won't be the case for me. Ah, look at that. That one dropped credits. Alrighty. So, it's a unique feature because you have the 8 story classes. And on top of that, these stupid expansions. What? Shipping crates, labor camp, what? What is going to create an instance for us, apparently. What is this shit? Repair my gear. Yes, repair my gear, please, and sell all of this. All of this stuff. Not my stimulants, of course. Kill silk. Ah, this is a gift for companions. Okay. What else do we have here? I think at least they mark the objectives with a huge purple dots on the map. What's the meaning of this? Let me unlock the quick travel first. This is a quick travel point. Alright, it's an area. Alright, I have to find 3. Oh, yes, finally. Some target practice. So you have the 8 main stories plus the expansions, and it's absolutely unique because generally in MMORPGs you have the concept of fetch quests that when we played Sacred 2, I mentioned it, that the concept of fetch quests in MMORPGs like this, for example, nowadays this would be considered a fetch quest. This would be considered a fetch quest. It's a terrible concept because with The Witcher 3 and some others, the idea that most players have nowadays, and you'll notice immediately that this is the most common imperative stance nowadays, the predominant stance, pretty much. The predominant stance, sorry, is that if there are no dialogue lines, there you go. If there are no dialogue lines, like in here, can I do it through this? If there are no dialogue lines, it's a fetch quest. And fetch quests in MMORPGs are terrible, basically, according to modern review standards, let's say. Ah, we have a bonus for killing. Oh well, if we have a bonus for killing, we are definitely making use of it. Alright. Remember that my barrier reflects damage every 1 second. Alright, we got the bonus there. Hopefully something... What's that? Find Lieutenant Donovar. I think it's the guy I just killed. No. Plant pirate flags. Alright. Plant pirate flags. It's the bonus. Alright, it's a different... okay. Okay, it's a different phase of the quest. So where do I plant the stupid flags? Plant pirate flags. Plant pirate flags. So you have the 8 main storylines plus the expansions, and nowadays there's the concept of fetch quests. In MMORPGs, generally think about World of Warcraft people, you have no dialogue options. But that leads me to the topic that I always mention, which is the terrible naming convention of fetch quests in MMORPGs and games in general. Because calling MMORPG quests fetch quests, or your dailies or whatever, it's essentially wrong, because there you are putting the emphasis of your analysis, of your, let's say, of your appreciation of the quest, of the quality, on the dialogue lines. You're putting all of the emphasis on the dialogue lines rather than what I think should be the correct way of appreciating them, which is the influence of the level design on the gameplay mechanics. I always mention these people. Imagine if so-called fetch quest without dialogue, that would be putting the emphasis on on the story rather than what I just mentioned, the level design,
Barrage protocol activated.
influence on the gameplay mechanics. Okay, where do I plant those flags? I want to do the stupid banners. Where? Plant pirate flags. Target Nova Blade captains and gunners to plate the fire emblem nearby. Ah, captains and gunners. Ah, alright. Okay. No worries. I figured it out. the great quality ones. Like this. There. What? I just killed him. There we go. Okay. Okay, so I have to find those NPCs. Easy. Problem is, I think I killed all of them. Ah, well, but that one was courteous enough as to respawn. That one was courteous enough as to respawn. So, for example, not in this case, but in a lot of other quests, for example, think about Sacred 2, an escort mission, or in this game, there are escort missions. In that case, imagine an escort mission without dialogue, like the usual denomination of fetch quests. That's why I say it's terrible, that the gaming press generally uses. You don't have dialogue lines, but the influence of the level design and the gameplay mechanics is what provides the quality in that case, because and now we have to do the main quest, right? How do I get in there? Oh shit. Yeah, we got an idiot here who wants to die. I'll be happy to oblige. There. How do you get there? Ah, through there. Perfect. Ah, here we have more. We'll make this fast. Indeed, and there's a story quest. Perfect. Yeah, you only had one. Lieutenant or Lieutenant. Don't know. Both are viable.
We're not backing down just because some upstart crew thinks they got what it takes to break us. Buckle down, be a Nova Blade, and kill whoever's messing with us.
But Commodore Marcock...
Tell me everything you know about the Revanites, and this ends.
Oh, it's about to end, but not how you want. I took down a dozen contenders to get this post. I ain't even a little bit scared of you.
Oh, you don't say.
Nothing personal.
Make a mark, you. Nothing personal.
Just lie down.
Alright. Very well. That was fast. And I'm not even at full power, people. I'm not even at full power.
I was hoping you'd pick that one.
So imagine a escort mission, as I was mentioning, as part of a fetch quest that is nowadays hated in mmorpg games. And you'll see that the quality does not derive from the dialogue lines. The quality derives from the fact that the influence of the level design on the gameplay mechanics is higher, is more efficient in that sense. So, it's more efficient in that sense. Why? Because imagine the escort mission, and imagine that you have to protect your target, and that is more difficult than just killing everything as I'm doing here, for example. That difficulty derived from having to protect a weaker target rather than just fighting on your own. That influence of the level design on the gameplay mechanics, it was just a random example. I could tell you many more. like, I don't know, protecting something for 30 minutes or something like that. I don't know, imagine that. And there you will see that the influence of the design, of the level design, on the gameplay mechanics is what matters. Not if a quest looks like a main quest because of the dialogue options, like in The Witcher 3, for example. And in the case of this game, it's even better because it has both things. In that sense, the perfect world is where you have both.
Job's done.
Excellent news, but it's only our first step.
One of the Nova Blades mentioned a slave camp, somewhere remote. We should strike there next.
Good call, actually. I ran across some chatter about that place. Basically, anyone in Raiders Cove who doesn't give the Nova Blades a slice of their action or whatever gets locked away. Some get put into hazardous labor, like mining, but most are sold as slaves to visitors from off-world. It's a lucrative business for the Blades.
So just like their supply cache. If I destroy the assets, they're left with nothing.
Whoa, if you're suggesting what I think you are...
As you said yourself, these slaves are assets. They're also enemies of the Nova Blades, which makes them all the more valuable to us alive.
You'll have to slip in with one of the Nova Blade's cargo shipments. I'm sure the island's heavily guarded, so try not to get killed.
I believe Theron means to say he's concerned for your safety, as am I. May the Force serve you well.
Does she repeat this? Does she end all of her sentences with the same phrase? Alright then, that's going down. And that's precisely what we require, people. So, the sheet that I pressed before. There we go. Alright, we are slipping into a slave camp. Like that. Metal Gear Solid style. Well, people, and with that I wanted to point out one of the most unique things of... I think the unique feature of this game is precisely that. That it has the storytelling of a single-player RPG combined with the perfect Dungeons & Dragons 4.0 gameplay, combat gameplay mechanics of an MMORPG like World of Warcraft, which is the most precise system, gameplay system that you have, because you don't have to aim. It's much better than not because of being easier, because it has the rotation and the highest abstract complexity that we talked about the other day. We don't need the magnifying cursor now here. So this is a unique game that combines the best of both worlds. In that sense, the storytelling of a BioWare single-player RPG with precisely the gameplay, the proper gameplay mechanics of a massive MMORPG. So very few games do that. For example, you could see that Sacred 2 doesn't have full ability dialogue options in that sense, or that World of Warcraft doesn't have it. Both ends of the spectrum.
You're getting off this island.
Wow, thank you.
Oh, they added dialogues for that. Nicely done. That's a nice touch that the character talks.
Oh, you won.
Okay. Though I would have made the character open those containers with the force from a distance. Entire map slave. Okay, here you have a lot. Yeah, they had to create a lot to accommodate for all players. Help weakened slaves. How? How do I help them? How? With this? Helps weakened slaves by giving them a steam boost. How? Oh well, to hell with it. Maybe they are... that one, those ones. They are different ones. There you go. Alright. They are different ones. They are not the ones that come out of the containers. There we go. Okay, we're doing... You have bonus missions for extra Fresh experience, I think it was. So remember that when you landed here, you are supposed to be level 50, and the game wanted you to end being level. Or no, you were 55, and you had to end up being level 60, some shit like that. So they added all of these bonus missions to properly balance the leveling experience. Alright, there we go. Defeat Nova Blades. Oh, that's my favorite bonus objective yet. This will be my favorite bonus objective yet. Don't worry, people. I'll make it fast. How many do I have to kill? 15, and I've already killed 5. Nice. There we go. Now that's a good bonus objective. Just kill everything around. Uh-huh. That should do it. Now you're gonna die alongside the other ones, since they are weaker. Perfectly calculated indeed. You die as well. And you die as well. So yes, as you can see, something unique, because MMORPGs are not even voice acted for fetch quests, which is the source of quality of, as I've said, that modernly a lot of people attribute to, for example, The Witcher 3. But also you could see when we did the dailies the other day that precisely the level design influence of the gameplay mechanics and how it makes it harder perfectly complements the quality of the so-called fetch quests that people hate nowadays, I believe, right? I believe that people hate fetch quests nowadays, and they want everything fully voice acted, and that the side quests look like the main quest. They basically want that everything to have the writing quality of the main quest, and that overall determines the quality of the overall so-called fetch quest or side quest or whatever. But no, it's the influence of the level design, the objectives. As I said, a escort mission that enhances difficulty.
C2D4 here. We have your coordinates and are on our way.
Been mining exonium for the blades every day for 2 years.
Oh, the voice actor
All to pay
of...
off a lousy $3 grand I owed. And I ain't the only one.
That's the voice actor of Gaara from Naruto. The guy from what was it? The name, the Legend of Vox Machina, the Dungeons and Dragons, the Critical Role, the guy from Critical Role. They play Dungeons and Dragons 5.0. What a shit, Dungeons and Dragons 5.0.
Your debt's the least of the Nova Blade's worries right now.
I believe it. Even in this place, we hear stuff. About your gang, the way you've been making life ugly for the Blades. We want to be a part of that.
Oh,
Hey, we're good at a whole lot of stuff. Tell you what, get in touch with a pal of mine in Raiders Cove, Harlow Ricks. Check in with Ricks from time to time. Tell him what you want us to do, and we'll do it. Simple as that. You get nice and close to Margok. You give him one for me, all right?
all right. Take them. See how well done the cinematics are for an MMORPG. Generally, in MMORPGs, you don't have cinematics in the so-called fetch quests. Oh, we have to return to them. I think I can quick travel there, right? Yeah, I think I can quick travel there easily. Yeah. Yeah, no worries, we have money. Besides, with this, I think I'll get a lot. Yep, we're getting a lot of money with this shit. This will be faster. This will be faster for this thing. So, people, the second topic I wanted to talk about today, the second topic that we have mailed from the NPCs. Yeah, they send you NPCs. Wayne, restricting, blah blah. Ah, right. Some credits to get you going. Good. What do you spend on? Basically, on while traveling. What do you spend on traveling? Right. That one. Stupid fog. The lag is because of the fog, people. They added that stupid fog to the hero engine that originally couldn't handle it, so there was a reason why there was no fog in the original game. And here you can see when it's dissipated, they eliminate it, the lag goes away. It's because of the fog, basically.
I say the Nova Blades are properly distracted, wouldn't you?
That would be an understatement. Theron's been monitoring communications. You've caused quite a stir.
Want some gratification? Here, check this out. Just recorded.
They're blasting on my supplies, my foot soldiers, taking my workers. What are you people prepared to do about it?
This appears to be your problem, not ours.
How would you like it if I made it your personal problem? Give me Revan. I want to talk to Revan.
No, I don't think so.
You don't put Revan on. The Nova Blade stop rerouting galactic traffic. That ain't negotiable.
Revan.
Commodore Margok, are you threatening to alter the terms of our deal? I paid you to do a job and you've done it well. But that's over now. I no longer have any use for your Nova Blades. Hey, I know Torch and her Mandalorian clan up and left us. But the Blades still got a lot to offer. Not if you don't have your own house in order. Put an end to the upstart causing you trouble, and I'll consider resuming our alliance.
You really did it. You got them running scared.
Margok mentioned Mandalorians. Do you know anything about that?
Heard the name Torch before, but not much else. I'm looking into it.
The Nova Blades still have an impressive roster of hardened criminals at their disposal, and the aggressor is still heavily fortified.
The aggressor's their headquarters. You've seen it. A crashed ship Margok turned into a fortress. Can't get in without the proper security codes.
That would be a problem for me.
We'll get Jakaro to lend a hand all the same.
If nothing else, the activity will keep him from picking apart D4 any further.
I am sick of these two.
Astonishing.
Oh, good. There. We reached friend rank. Reputation. Look at that. I have another one, right? From the season. It's a seasonal reward that I got. So I can apply that one once I run out of charges there. Oh, well, good. Good. That way we'll have the reputation up to the maximum in no time. Then you do dailies to increase the reputation. Just like in Section X and Black Hole. In fact, I should move here to do my dailies because, you know, it's the next one since it's the one I left out when I stopped playing, and like that you get the full reputation with everyone. You get full reputation with all of factions, and then you can buy exclusive gear or some shit like that. Some perks. Hey, in fact, I am forgetting to send my guys to gather some materials that I need to craft
You can depend on me.
some stuff then, so don't worry, these ones will take a lot of time, so they won't bother us with notifications. They take like half an hour. There we go. Yeah, 25 minutes actually. It depends on you again over there. It depends on your companion. Those numbers that you saw there, let me show you. Those numbers that you see there is the companion influence that determines the effectiveness at the crafting system of the game. In that sense. Hey, hello to Star Wars Guy 94. Hello Iris, what's up? I'm curious, do you play D&D? No, I analyze games. I metaphysically analyze games, and because of that, for example, Baldur's Gate is Dungeons and Dragons 3.5, and Star Wars: The Old Republic is 4.0, and I analyzed the history in that in the context of the gameplay mechanics. For example, how World of Warcraft influenced Dungeons and Dragons 4.0, and how the other game that I'm analyzing, called Drakensang: The Dark Eye. Would D&D ever interest you? It's in the games that I play. You mean the tabletop game, right? You mean the tabletop? No, I don't play it like tabletop game. I never. Only I analyze the internal system and the role that it plays inside of the video games. Like in 3.5, the difference is with 4.0. Yeah, the tabletop. No, I never played it. I know how. Well, I never played it. I know the history. I know that nowadays most tabletop players precisely play 5.0, which I think it lowered the abstract complexity of the gameplay mechanics and how it intertwines with the video games. But no, because I'll tell you why. Because by the way, thanks for being the 31st follower of the channel. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. The thing is that where I live, precisely the capital of Argentina, it's not that popular. But I've watched, for example, Critical Role and a lot of other streamers there in the US, precisely played, and I know how it basically not played it, but I know how it works. Yeah, I know how it works, more or less. Yeah, it's. I think it's a fascinating game. Not part of the culture of my country, sadly, but I love watching it and analyzing how it influenced the gameplay mechanics and everything. Why do you ask? If I may say, if I may ask you, why do you say it? The internal mechanics of all of the games also is precisely what interests me. But yeah, for sure, with internal dice roll checks and everything. I think that 3.5, for example, with Baldur's Gate, I love Baldur's Gate, was pretty much the highest point of abstract complexity. Alongside, and I think that 4.0 was terribly understood. That's why I'm analyzing a game that is 3.5 and this one that is 4.0 and establishing the connections and the differences. For example, I was mentioning, it was part of my previous streams analysis topic, that a lot of people hated 4.0, which is basically this system, the tab targeting combat system of mmorpgs, and I mentioned that it was incredible how the tabletop game precisely influenced Baldur's Gate, and then it was the other way around, because World of Warcraft was before 4.0 and it influenced it, and it's absolutely incredible. It's absolutely incredible. I think that with 5.0, which would be similar to Baldur's Gate 3 and Divinity Original Sin, they lowered the abstract complexity way too much. I think the strict roles of 4.0 do play a vital role, and that shows as one of the reasons as to why World of Warcraft was so successful, because you were part of a team and you had a role to fulfill. And if you didn't fulfill that role, your whole team gets killed, basically. And that doesn't happen in 5.0. You can multi-class, according to what I understand. As I've said, I haven't played the tabletop game. But if it's like Divinity Original Sin, it's more similar to 3.5, and you can multi-class, and that versatility that attracted a lot of new players, and I think that's perfect for Wizards of the Coast and everything, did lower the abstract complexity of the gameplay mechanics, and it affected a lot of modern games, for example. Right? Those are the kind of analysis that I do to use Star Wars Guy 94 precisely. And on the other hand, you can see that in the difficulty, in the overall difficulty, because Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 on Throne of Vault difficulty, I was mentioning last Thursday, that they are brutal, and Divinity Original Sin, I played it, and basically is not that hard in that sense. The other aspect that I analyzed is that not only the abstract complexity, but also the sense of real-time reactions in Dungeons & Dragons 3.5 with Baldur's Gate, at least. I don't know the tabletop game precisely by itself. There's a concept of reaction times also in this mmorpg, for example, that you don't have normally. You don't have reaction times in that sense. You don't have reaction times in that sense. Because it's more turn-based, copying precisely Dungeons & Dragons 5.0. Precisely. I analyzed those relationships, like the ones that I mentioned last time.
Eat hot efficiency.
There we go. So yeah, pretty much very, very interesting relationships in that sense. Okay, people. Remove the decoder modules from the destroyed tower. No, data stream detected. What? Hey, we got more reputation there. Ah, we need to do 2 more of those. We need to do 2 more of those. There we go, people. There we go.
Fire, Shikaro!
Destroy tower. There we go. That should be it. Nicely done. There we go. Perfect. Defeat Nova Blades and the Com Tower. Alright, what we just did. So, kill and find more of those towers. I think I see one over there. Oh well, there's a lot of pirates between us and that. And that tower. So let's... Let's fix that and exterminate them all. I think a single affliction for all of them should be enough. Yep, the damage over time is certainly doing its job. I bet that's the objective. Hey, didn't I see one tower? Yeah, there it is. How do I get up there? Ah, here we have more of them. Good. Join your friends over there. Oh, there was a structure there that blocked mine. The bonus is just killing them, right? Yeah, pretty much. There we go. So yes, people, as I was mentioning, it's a unique... Sorry, I just by default I have the I have the habit of of exploring behind waterfalls in games. Generally, a lot of them, they always hold secrets in most games. Alright, where's the stupid tower? There's another player there doing the quest, but I think I saw one here, people. I think I saw one here. Ah, yeah, I saw one here. Ah, no, wait. First, we have to finish the normal. If you don't do the banners first, then it won't count. I mean, I don't know how you would avoid these banners, since, you know, it's full of pirates for you to kill. Oh well.
Circuits crossed for collateral damage.
Right. Now I do this. Ah, right, the other one was already... Or I could directly loot it because someone destroyed it previously. Alright, now I get it. Alright. What else do we have? Like, I don't know how you could avoid this shit. Let me guess, we have to enter that shit. That should be it.
Body count rising.
Indeed. There we go.
Finally in. Nice work. Now to see where Margok's hiding all his secret.
You dirty, no-good pirate scum.
Enough pirate nonsense.
The Howling Tempest gang was made up. Never existed. You're about to wish you were dealing with some random band of raiders.
We'll have to see about that. My forebears founded Raiders Cove. This is my island, and I'm not giving it up.
Your island? Oh.
Do your worst. In the end, you ain't coming out alive.
Your island?
So you blew our cover, huh? Luckily, I can jam the aggressor's external comms. About all I can do right now, though.
Yeah, fuck your
They
cover.
got live slicers and they're managing network security on the fly. I can't do anything until they're offline.
I'll handle it.
I'm sure you will.
I love it when filthy criminals like this pirate say, "This is my territory." I especially love it when they say, "This is my territory." Like there's no law, like there's no institutional government.
Now that you've got access to the place, see what you can do about opening a line for me to slice in remotely.
Okay. I love it when criminals like this say, "This is my territory." Like there's no institution or no government that is the local authority in the area assigned by the official government. I just love it. I just love it. I just love it because it's the perfect target for a nice bombardment. I love it when pirates and criminals do that, especially that phrase, "This is my territory. This is my territory, you filthy official local authority, real authority. This is my territory. I appropriated this zone. How can you try to take it from me here?" This is my territory. Yeah, this is your territory. I bet it will be your territory in a minute. It's just that you won't be alive to see it. Oh yeah, I hate it when that happens. I hate it when that happens. I definitely hate it. Because,
You're making the biggest mistake ever. I got connections.
I got connections, something like these are all of the typical threatening tropes of of filthy criminals. Nowadays there's and something that I hate, that there's a romanticization of criminals. In case you haven't noticed, people, they are romanticizing criminals nowadays. There has been for quite a long period of time a romanticization of criminals in that sense, and I deeply despise it. Deeply despise it because they say, what was it? Ah, no, just this game. What was it? The name of a game that they just released that everyone is playing. This viral game that they are all playing. The drug dealer simulator. I don't remember that. Well, the stupid drug dealer simulator game that is now a success on Steam would have never existed some years ago. You know why? Because the stupid drug dealer would have been shot. Because people understood that, I don't know, drugs affect the front left lobule of your brain, and they kill you. And they also create an addiction and fill your brain with nicotine, and create an addiction that will end up killing you. And it's also the doorway for other worse drugs, for example. And like that. And nowadays there's a romanticization with games like that. I mean, the game itself is nothing, but it reflects a culture that certainly didn't exist back then. Certainly didn't exist back then, and it was more innocent and pure. Oh well, ignore me, people. I'm the worst. I'm just, how do they say nowadays? I would technically be MLN, but I would probably be happily living with what they call them, the boomers. They call boomers. Yeah. Yeah, call anyone a bit older than me boomer. Yeah, right. How about we call people who call other people boomers stupid? How about that? Oh, that's not politically correct, calling people stupid. Well, that is pretty much what happens. It's pretty much what happens. I mean, it's at the end of the day. Let's put it in very, if we put it in blunt words, it's calling your parents idiots. Basically, that's what you are trying to convey. The people who say, "Oh, boomer, my parents are idiots." That's what you are trying to say. Yeah. What a disgusting human being. What a disgusting human being. Just think of it like this: when you are young, you always think that you know it all. Then you quickly realize it's not the case. Oh well, there's a romanticization of this, and with that game, precisely the stupid drug dealer simulator. Basically, you distribute your drugs or seeds or whatever, and they say, "I know, but you're an ignorant on drugs. Then you cannot speak about this." Yes, I know shit about them, and I want it to stay that way because I want to stay alive. You know, is that reasonable enough for you or not? You think yourself superior because you never had to deal with them. You don't know what I don't know what they usually say. It's a lower class had to go through, and they use them to blah 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 blah, and you blah blah privileged blah 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 blah. Yeah. Our previous generations, the ones that derived from World War II, precisely the ones that you insult, they had a much worse time than all of you, and they didn't do them. They didn't do drugs. What a coincidence. What a coincidence. One could maybe say that, oh, they were not stupid. Maybe that could be the thing. But well, I'm with the boomers, I guess. I'm another idiot that is with the boomers. An idiot millennial who is with the boomers would be.
This is my ship. Think you could just walk on in and be left alive?
Yep, I pretty much think so. Careful, he's got a Gatling gun. Alright, it's a one-hit kill. That will do it. I want to see if this guy survives a single rotation. Hey, they dropped some commemoration badges for the spring event festival or something like that. Yeah, Spring Abundance Festival Ribbon. There we go, it's an event that is going on. Pretty much. There we go.
Theron, are you getting this?
Loud and clear. I'm in. Full access.
This is the sort of momentum we could never create on our own. We need to maintain that momentum. Surely if the Revanites are done with the Nova Blades, as Revan indicated, they're on to the next stage of their plan.
Say all you like about Revan. He was never as powerful a Sith as I am now.
It's not just Revan here, it's all his co-conspirators.
It is true, he only made it to level 20
The Republic and Empire are pulling
in the original Knights of the
Pulling
Republic.
down data, I
The
suggest
max
you
level
start to
is
make your way
20
back
or
to Raiders
25,
Cove.
something like that.
Hopefully you'll have found something of use by then.
Returned? Oh god, no, I'm not going back all the way there. Yeah. Thank you. I'll happily pay the fast travel tax. 600, almost 700 credits. That's good. There we go. Where was I sent here? And why are the players just standing there with that one? Hey, those charges are dropping very fast. Increase reputation point gains by 50%. Each reputation trophy you will consume one charge. Perfect. I have another one, so we can get to full reputation just with the storyline, maybe. Return to Lana, not to Theron. That's the idea. That's the idea.
What have we learned from the aggressor?
What have we learned?
Very little, I'm afraid. It would appear someone took it upon themselves to corrupt much of the data as a last resort.
It's a real mess, getting fragments but nothing incredibly coherent. The one thing that does keep turning up is the Mandalorian Margok brought up earlier, the one they call Torch.
What about her?
Well, it looks like Torch and Margok were thick as thieves for a while, then something happened. Had to do with the Revanites.
Oh, I think this is a flashpoint.
Details, but it looks like Torch moved her whole clan to another island here on Rishi. I've got the coordinates.
Honestly, I don't know what they were thinking. Okay. They added a flirt option for every single stupid conversation. I cannot believe it. The mission. Okay, I'll need to resend them.
Chikaro, ready your ship. I'll go see what this Torch has to say for herself.
I'm sending Chikaro out on a scouting run. I've made local arrangements for your transportation should he not return in time.
Well, you've been busier than I thought.
Get whatever information you can from the Mandalorians. With any luck, they'll lead us to the Revanites.
Dark Lord. Moff Pyron ready to report.
What do you have for me, Pyron?
Your apprentice Ashara briefed me on the order of Revan. We are discreetly sweeping for infiltrators in your ranks.
Good.
Very
If I
well.
may, I've also prepared a briefing on current military operations. I'll endeavor to be quick.
Finally, going back to proper Sith Lord. Dark Councilman.
Campaign, Darth Mar is coordinating the joint armada with minimal losses. That does raise the issue, however. Our silencer fleet killers are underperforming as the Republic adapts tactically and technologically. We may be able to refine the silencer cannons further, but their radiation output will begin to kill our own gunners. Shall we proceed?
We proceed and fear no death, as a proper Sith Lord would reply.
If our men are to die, let them die gloriously in my name. Continue the refinements.
Yes, Dark Lord. There is also the question of Alzar. Darth Ravage still believes the natives hold no value and expands rapidly into their territory. Your overseers on Korriban believe the Alzarians might be trained as Sith, but to recruit them now could make an enemy of Ravage.
Ravage is another Dark Lord Council member. Dark Lord Council member, if I remember correctly, from the original or from the origin story. Let the Dark Council decide, and generally there are kind of like internal affairs between members of the Dark Council like this. So, I don't want to have problems with the Dark Council. I want them to prevail.
Ravage is a useful ally. He may crush the Alzarians with my blessing. We'll find new acolytes elsewhere.
As you wish. One last order of business. I understand you're on Rishi. Normally, I wouldn't bother you with trivialities, but...
Speak, Pyron.
You have a servant there by the name of Lord Vigil. Like many, he's been seeking an audience since your ascension. He won't say why, or speak to anyone but you. However, Thanaton
Another member of the Dark
prized
Council.
him. He received significant resources for his research.
When one of my servants wishes to speak with me, I expect to be informed.
Respectfully, you receive dozens of requests daily, most of no import. I sought only to avoid a deluge. Vigil was designated a seeker into matters exotic and arcane. Quite a few of your researchers have this designation. Whether Vigil's work is productive or, like certain other legacy projects, mere eccentricity, is not for me to judge.
Okay.
I find him.
I'll send coordinates. Perhaps your archaeologist might assess Vigil's work with some insight as well.
Then you are dismissed.
My life for yours, Dark Lord.
Finally, authority returns to the storyline. Healer gear, damage gear, well, damage, I guess. And of course, give me a sec for the crew skills. Give me a sec for the crew skills, people. Give me a sec for the crew skills. More NPC mail there. KKK, alright. 62 and 79, then I can buy the Mediscan unit. So we need grade 10 biochemical compounds. Grade 10 biochemical compounds. Let's see. So grade 10 biochemical compounds. One. Now here.
Of course I can handle that.
And this one. Compounds. There we. Well, 2 should be more than enough. I mean. Yeah, pretty much. 62. Yeah, well, maybe we need 3 of them. Let's go. All compounds. Go. They cost money, but anyways, we are producing quite a lot. All right, let's see. Speak to Frod, Makora, Torch Flame. Take Talos Drelic to speak with Lord Bajel. Yeah, I will do that first. Secrets of the Darkest Stars. Yeah, I care about that a bit more, about my official Dark Council affairs, let's say. You're listening to Balmora's soundtrack. There. That's when you enter Balmora. Secrets of the Darkest Stars. But I just deployed Talos, I believe. I just deployed Talos. Shit. No. Then we'll deploy HK. There, it was compounds, right? Samples, samples, samples. Samples. Moderate yield, no. Hang on a second. What the hell, we did grab samples. Then I will compensate them. Talos, where are you? Talos, come with me. Remember, he's... Hey there, Talos. Alright, Shift. Deploying a crew skill task? No. I just brought him back. That should do it. Don't worry, it will fix itself. In that sense. Alright, let's go on that official Dark Council business. I care about that more than this stupid pirate incognito stuff. God, I mean, that fog is really doing a number on this. Here you got another player. There we go. Well, I bet you can see now why I would rather just PvP. I would rather just PvP. Right, I need Talos, otherwise I cannot enter. There we go. Talos, inside. Lord Vagel.
I recall Vagel's name, but we've never met. What do you suppose he's found out here?
Remember, Talos is an archaeologist. He's is a specialist on all of these methods.
Darth Nox, everlasting Night Lord.
Ah, yeah, the official name of the Inquisitor is Darth Nox.
Rishi. I'd begun to doubt. I was a fool.
You sought an audience, and I have come. The Reclamation Service will observe.
On my life, I shall not disappoint. I was
Talos Relic is the Imperial Reclamation Service of
Rishi,
relics.
But to stand on the brink of the Rishi
My companion, basically.
Galaxy. Thousands of unexplored worlds just beyond the known hyperlanes. My master tasked me to monitor those dark stars.
That must have been a long time ago, because you don't have the age of an apprentice. Who was your master?
You were appointed long before Thanaton. Who did you serve?
I followed Darth Arctis before his ascension, yet my loyalty is to the Empire.
If I may, what has your research uncovered?
I built a deep space communications array to watch, to listen, to try to contact the maze's inhabitants. And I received signals, messages. The language is ancient, contemptuous of translation. There are Sith words, Rakata, Gree. The messages contained instructions for improving, modifying the communications array. Even I don't understand what functions the machines now possess.
Now, this is the best part of the storyline yet, people.
Whoever or whatever sent these signals must have contacted our galaxy before. What could the origin be?
An offshoot species is possible, or perhaps an artificial intellect, a lost Rakata drone in deep space.
When's the last time you received a signal?
The signals went silent some years ago, but I believe the array is now waiting for you.
Waiting for me?
The last messages said the array required one twice transmuted and reborn to the mother.
Transmuted? As I was on Balmora, and by the corruption of the Sith spirits.
Ah, very well done how they connected the...
Fascinating.
Some distant species has been waiting for you, Dark Lord.
It's incredible how they connected the expansion.
You could activate the array, learn its purpose.
It's incredible how they connected there for a second this expansion with the origin story of the Inquisitor, in which you absorb a lot of Sith dark uh, dark Sith spirits to kill your master and basically ascend to be a Dark Council member and etc. and a Sith master in general. In general. So, Talos, you are the official Imperial Reclamation Service. What do you say?
What does your reclamation service experience tell you?
My lord, my experience says that pursuing mysteries such as this often leads even the wisest Sith to insanity. History is clear, but curiosity urges me forward, and you have defied the odds so many times before.
Await my return, Vaishal. I will examine your machines.
As you will, Dark Lord.
Okay. I'll examine the machines that you mentioned. Alright, so he's trapped in this lab doing his stuff. So small. They created a really small instance there. Okay, so as HK is deployed for the next 18 minutes, Talos will accompany us. After all, it's his quest, as far as I understand. So let's get over there. This was an unexpected turn of events. Oh well, Dark Council duty comes first, I guess. I mean, the storyline is much better. It's much better. As you can see, the second the Dark Council is involved, in my experience, it's much better because it starts involving politics and managing the stuff of the Empire, and it's more about role playing. The other one is kind of like role neutral to fit all classes, both Jedi and Sith. Okay, let's see.
Genetic flux analyzed. The Tesseract is fear. Subject confirmed. The Dark Lord's lifespan increases by 1 solar cycle.
So yes, in case you don't know, I forgot to mention this: the story of the Sith Consular, the Sith Consular, the Sith Inquisitor, not the Jedi Consular, which is the counterpart. The Sith Inquisitor is about precisely absorbing those Sith spirits, but becoming crazy in the process because of so much knowledge absorbed. Alright, so this one's a speed you with blinding acid. So you are more powerful to beat your master and etc. To absorb those dark artifacts. And this is pretty much a continuation of it. I wonder how they handle this for other classes.
Genetic decay analyzed. Redeem or destroy. Subject identified. The Dark Lord's lifespan increases by 1 solar cycle.
Was increased by dark solar cycle? Increases by 1 solar cycle. Interesting. Increases by 1 solar cycle. So they increase my longevity. That's always nice. That's always nice. I mean, there isn't a concept of longevity in this game, but well, whatever. Easy sync.
Someone must be sacrificed. Subject identified.
That's Rakata.
Increases by 1 solar cycle.
Increases by 1 solar cycle. Ah, it could be Revan, eh? It could be Revan they are originally talking about. It could be Revan. That's how he prolonged his lifespan to survive, because this game is 3,600 years after. No, but that's because he was imprisoned by the Emperor, but then he was released again. For the flashpoint. Don't worry, I'm doing expanded universe of Star Wars theory.
Life-death balance recorded. Beware his desires. Subject identified. The Dark Lord's lifespan increases by 1 solar cycle.
Okay, that was interesting. So maybe it's another hint at how Revan survived. But no, in the book Revan that I showed you the other day, it says how he made it to 3,600 years after the after his time in the first game, in Knights of the Republic 1. It does say it. It's because he was imprisoned by someone very important to all of the plot of this game. Someone very important. So I don't know what he's talking about. It would be weird. Because something does not add up here, because Revan, it's already explained how Revan survived canonically. And no, it cannot be Disney fucking up the lore here, because it was kind of like official expanded universe in that sense.
Lord Vazal.
Was all to your satisfaction, my lord? Were the machines responsive?
The Dark Lord's lifespan increases by a solar cycle. Does that mean something to you?
Then it was real.
What was real?
How Revan kept himself
Real.
alive?
Arctis believed, Thanaton believed, but I doubted. I feared to offer you false hope. The machines are made to increase life expectancy, cellular rejuvenation. For anyone without your exotic past, the process would surely have failed. But for you, Dark Lord, those machines have granted you months or years, a taste of immortality.
Oh, yes.
A taste of immortality. I've awaited this opportunity. But I desire more than a few extra dying breaths in my twilight years.
Of course. Then grant me the means to fulfill your wish. Grant me battalions to pacify this world. Grant me scientists to replicate the machines. Grant me fleets to explore the dwarf galaxy. Now we know the secret to your everlasting glory is here. We need only find it.
My lord, I have concerns about this course of action.
You are here to advise. Advise me.
The long search for immortality so often leads to ruin. You saw this with your first master.
Indeed.
Who will count Zash among the great Sith when she squandered her power on a fruitless quest? And now, with our empire in such need of your resources...
Well, no. This is a very interesting investigation that we could do. I mean, besides, it's the original story of the Sith Inquisitor that our master, Lord Sash, she tried to reach immortality, as he's stating. And even if we fail, we have to pursue it. I mean, it's just way too important.
I will remember your counsel, but I am not Zash. Lord Vazal, Moff Pyron will supply you troops as soon as possible. Keep me informed of all progress.
Yes, Dark Lord. If it requires a year and 1,000 men for each month of life you gain, it will be done.
Nicely done.
For now I have an empire to run, and crises to see to.
All glory to Darth Nox.
All glory to you.
Very well. Very narcissistic, as it should be. Deep contact, what's that achievement? While on Rishi, you made contact with strange entities from beyond the galaxy and had your physiology altered by mysterious. I wonder how it affected the stat changes. Interesting. At least it was interesting. Alright, now we have to find that flame or whatever and kill her so we can get to Revan. So I love that you can kill random guys on this that are in this daily area. Okay, so we're at seven charges. That's unacceptable. We have to deplete all of them so we get the full reputation boost. I should be close. Let me see my reputation with these guys as we get there. Let me see. Will we open the legacy? It's going to lag because of the fog. Oh well. Alright, there it is. Reputation. Dread Executioner. Look at that. I did something. It could have been as swift as 1 or 2 missions. The Imperial Forward Command, these are just conquest seasons, so this one you don't have to travel anywhere. This is the Green Enclave, it's an event, so it's people of Rishi. As you can see, these are the 4 dailies that I did always. Okay, we are already there. We are at this spot, at this stage. We're in this stage, Hero, Champion, and Legend. Okay, that should be easy as we run some dailies from now on here. So I should transition my dailies to here as well. Problem is that you cannot fast travel here. Unless there are some legacy perks to unlock so you can fast travel here. Hang on. It was under character perks, I believe. Hang on. Extra experience from quest, from shit. Here, this one's the fast travel. Prior to transport to your capital world, the outlaws. Then no, this was the original PvP area on Tatooine. Fleet Vanguard vessel. It's vacant space dock. The black hole, we know it. To your personal starship, this one could be useful, but no. CC, no. Oricon, Rishi here. This one. Ha, it's the most expensive. Requires Shadow of Revan, and the other one is for the other expansions, right? Requires Shadow of Revan expansion. Okay, Yavin 4th. And this all descent is part of nice. Okay, so we have it, it's there. I'll leave it marked. Well, I'll leave the legacy open there. Okay, 200. Okay, credits, we have that, but maybe then I ran out of money to do some. I have more deposited in my bank store, but I'd rather not spend money on that stupidly as I, have to pay for the crafting materials and everything. I first want to organize my... I didn't show you, people. Let me show you for a sec here very fast. I love how the fog is translated. It also applies there. Here I'll show you. You can see that I have mods. Well, you cannot see it, but maybe I can show. No. It was left. There we go. There, do you see the augment, people? Well, you need the augmentation slot and the kit. For this, it's part of the crafting system of the game, and I'm saving money to apply my augmentation to some parts of my gear that I had to switch. For example, I could remove my previous mods here. You see that they are all in yellow. It's because they are legendaries, but you can see that they are purple. They are the augments. Well, here, in the case of my robes, in the case of my clothing, I didn't need to switch it because this is the appearance I want to have. But in the case of my accessories, as you can see here, they are not modded. They are, look at the stats. See that it says augment in there in the item modification? Well, here, these 5 are not augmented, and I need to augment them. These ones you have to change them when you kind of like level up your gear, when you change gear, because you cannot use the same, because they have the inherent stats. They don't work with the 3 modification slots. That's the huge difference. All right, we're doing a flashpoint, people, huh? We're doing a flashpoint. If I remember correctly, because this was a flashpoint that I did. So that's where you get your dailies, basically. All of the players are around that. No, but we don't want to go there. We have to go here. Once this one, it will probably lead me to a flashpoint. Yeah, flashpoint Blood Hunt. Okay. You mean Jakaro, the Wookiee. Start story veteran. Master mode is for level 80. Veteran mode is for group, basically. We'll do story, so we do it fast. I could do it on veteran because of my gear, but yeah, I want this to be fast. All right, we're doing a flashpoint, people. See how they intertwined the story with dungeons. These are basically dungeons. Okay, it should be easy. Should be easy. Should be easy for me. Should be easy. Should be very, very easy. Should be very, very easy for us, people. So we'll do this dungeon. it's normally a 4-man dungeon. We'll do this one just like we did. It's incredible how they intertwined the flashpoints with the storyline of the game and being a daily area at the same time. That's one of the greatest beauties of this game, I would say, people, when analyzing it. The how it functions as a single player RPG and how it's so versatile to also work as an MMORPG at the same time. It's incredible how